My name is Julie Logan, and if you have ever sent, texted, emailed, or enjoyed a GIF, sit back and get ready to enjoy, because this talk is for you. Okay, now to start out, I'm going to take you back to dial tone for a little bit. There's no Wi-Fi. There are people having full-on conversations with phones attached to the wall, and a couple professors at Carnegie Mellon are sending the first few electronic mails, or email. And they're running into a couple issues. So this is the first known use of the smiley face. Sometimes it's easy to see what somebody's saying, but what do they actually mean? If you've ever tried to be sarcastic in an email, you definitely know what this dude's talking about. And even when you get the message and it's pretty clear, there's something that's still lost, right? My reaction to it's muted when it's a text or an email or something like that. I may have sent her lols, but I definitely didn't laugh out loud. Didn't chuckle, maybe smiled. But if we were in person and she told me this joke, I would have laughed because she would have made me laugh. And I love to laugh. These are GIFs. I guarantee you, if you send me one of these, I'm going to actually laugh. Because a GIF gives you something to react to. They make you feel something. And ever since we're babies and we first look up at our parents and they smile at us and then we smile back at them, we're learning to use our faces and our bodies to get a reaction out of people, to make them feel something. As we get older, we get better at pairing that with words to have more nuanced conversations. How do you know when somebody's being sarcastic? Yeah, that. So GIFs help us do that digitally. Now, I'm going to take you back to my mid-20s this time, and I decided to do something crazy. After never having done startup before, I quit my job and I founded a company, and we would make an app called Nutmeg. Now, Nutmeg was designed to make it super easy for everyone, from a tech-obsessed early adopter to my mom, to have access to this dope new superpower, texting GIFs. And ever since that was possible, I was texting GIFs. I still am, all the time. But back then, it was really difficult to do. So not a lot of people would be texting them back. So we designed Nutmeg to be a pocket dictionary that made it incredibly easy for you to find and share a GIF on your phone. Okay, today, that's kind of a duh thing, right? They're pretty much everywhere. A lot of people are using them. But back then, this didn't exist. We were the first ones to do this. And people seemed to like it. The company got into Wieden+Kennedy's incubator Pi up in Portland. When we released, we got a bunch of great press and quickly got hundreds of thousands of users. And a couple months later, when Giphy wanted to get into mobile, they bought us. Seems like everybody agreed that texting a GIF is a pretty dope superpower. And it's one that I always wanted everyone to have access to. And now, GIF culture, GIF technology, it's long past Nutmeg, but we were the spark. You text GIFs because of me, and my team, and our passion for this crazy little loop. Thank you, it makes my life so much better. So the thing is, ever since the very beginning, people have always asked me one question. Is it GIF or is it GIF? Here's the official answer. I don't care what you call it. What matters to me is that you think of the GIF as it truly is. A language. GIFs are a language, a visual language of emotions, a global language that requires no translation, one we've been learning since we were babies, looking up at our parents and they smiled at us and we smiled back. I mean, look at all of these. Look at all the things that you can say with these, the emotions you can make somebody feel if you just sent it to them. Now, there's a lot of other ways to express yourself online. I'm not saying GIFs are the only way, but they're incredibly powerful. Okay, so let's do an example. I don't know if any of you have ever been broken up with via text, but it's weird. I mean, how am I supposed to condense all of my emotions, whether it's relief or rage, into a text? And for me, trying to condense complex emotions into a text message is peak anxiety, so it's no surprise that I made an app that lets you do that instead. But what if she'd sent me something like this, right? At least it's a nod to how difficult this was for her too. Still a breakup text, so not great. But the point of this is, Though you can tell what somebody's saying, what they mean is really difficult to understand, especially in digital communication. So there's a German philosopher by the name of Ludwig Wittgenstein, and a lot of his work frames how we think about language today. He believed that the meaning of a word depended on its use. So how it was used, when it was used, who was using it. So who I am to you, and how I'm speaking to you is as much a part of the message as the words themselves. Now, if you want a masterclass in this, go to Amazon Prime and watch Fleabag. What Phoebe Waller-Bridge and her team have done is incredible because they've layered so much meaning into a single scene that one line of dialogue can have multiple interpretations depending on the character's perspective that you're taking. Well, that's it, right? Meaning is an interpretation. And before you can interpret what I mean, you gotta know who I am. Now, I guarantee you, in the however many minutes I've been on stage, you all have formed an impression of me. From the clothes I'm wearing, my chucks, my mannerisms, how loud I am. It's what we do. We wear Nike, or we obsessively blast the latest Lizzo album, or we constantly, casually drop references to Fleabag because it is just so good. We wrap ourselves in culture to help express who we are. So this is a great Oscar Wilde quote. One should either be a work of art or wear a work of art. When you send a GIF, it's a 3-second loop, often of something from pop culture, a movie, a TV show, your favorite actress or musician you stan. When you send that, you're wrapping your digital self in that bit of culture to show off a part of who you are in the same way that you do that with your physical self, with the clothes you wear and the mannerisms that you use. You're showing people who you are. Now let's imagine I'm on a dating app and I'm flirting with you. Now all you really have is this GIF to go off of. It's hard, right? So let's say I send you the Rihanna GIF in that bottom corner, which is usually my go-to. How would you react to that? Okay, now, but what if I beeped provocatively at you instead? How would that change your reaction? How would that change your impression of who I am? These are some GIFs that I've sent recently. How does that inform who you think I am? Hi, Tessa. Great GIF. Okay, so GIFs are a language, right? Now, one of the most important things with any language is to be thoughtful about what you're saying when you choose a GIF or a word, what the emotions you're trying to get out of them are, and also the cultural subtext. Just, don't be an ass, right? Be thoughtful of how you're presenting yourself, be considerate of who you're speaking to, and educate yourself. Read up on what Aisha Harris, Amanda Hess, and Lauren Michelle Jackson have written about digital blackface. Read everything Taylor Lorenz has written about behavior and etiquette with social media. It's incredible what she does for you and breaks it down. Learn about it. Because in the end, as with any language, you can be petty and cruel, or you can be witty and kind. You get to choose. We're at an incredible moment in time when I can talk to someone anywhere in the world at any time. Like that. And now with GIFs, I can send them a little bit more than just the message. I can give them a glimpse of who I am. I can make them feel something. Maybe I can make them laugh. Thank you.